Madhu Math Funda. Today we are going to discuss a part of ratio and proportion. So first we will discuss about properties of ratios. Okay. Now let's see properties of ratios. First property: any ratio is A by B if this ratio is multiplied with a constant like XA by XB. Then again answer will become A by B, or YA by YB. Then again answer will become ZA by ZB. Then answer becomes finally what here? A by B. Means any ratio numerator by the denominator is multiplied by a constant, then there is no change in the resultant ratio. For example, see here, example 3 by 5 is same as, if you multiply this with 2, what happened? 6 by 10. Again if you multiply this with any number 2, 12 by 20, then again the resultant ratio is nothing but what? 3 by 5. So this is the first property. Second property: any ratio A by B is divisible by a constant like A by X divided by B by X, or other constant A by Y divided by B by Y, or A by Z divided by B by Z, then there is no change in the resultant ratio. Why? X going to be cancelled, Y going to be cancelled, Z going to be cancelled. Again the resultant ratio will become what here? A by B. So that is, if any ratio is divisible by a constant, then there is no change in the resultant ratio. Let's see the example. 3 by 5. If you divide each numerator as well as denominator with a constant, 3 by 2 divided by 5 by 2, then what happens? This is 3 by 2 into, this will become reverse, 2 by 5. Again 2 cancel, answer will become 3 by 5. So like that, these are two properties of ratios. Then additive property. Third one is additive property or addition property. What is addition property? Let's see. If A is to B is equal to 2 is to 3 and A plus B is equal to 100, find A comma B. This is addition property. How we know what is A and B duplicate ratios? These are not original values. They are disguising the original values. What is A is to B? 2 is to 3. What is A plus B? It is 100. That is nothing but 2 plus 3. How much? 5 units. 5 units is a duplicate number. If it is 100, what about 1 unit? What about 1 unit? It is nothing but 20. If 1 unit is 20, what about A value? A value is 2 units. 2 units will become 2 into 20. It is 40. And B is how much? 3 units. 3 units is nothing but 3 into 20. It is nothing but 60. Clear? So any ratio given means those are not the real values. They are duplicate values of real values. They disguise the original values. So like that we can do addition property. Next we will see subtraction property. See, subtraction property. Now let's see here. For example, if A is to B is, let's say, 7 is to 5. 7 is to 5. But I know A minus B is equal to 20. He will ask what is A and what is B. Then how we do? Same thing. So A is how many units you are having? 7. B is how many units you are having? 5. So here 7 minus 5. How many units? 2 units. If 2 units is 20, if 2 units is 20, what about 1 unit here? What about 1 unit? It will become 10. Then I can find easily A and I can find easily B. Now what will become? So therefore A is equal to 7 units. It is nothing but 7 into 10. 17, and again B is equal to 5 units. I can get 5 into 10 is 50. Likewise, we can find all the ratios if they had a sum or difference. Next we will see productive property. Let's see product or multiplication. Product or multiplication. If any ratio A is to B is 2:3 and A into B is 100, he will ask find A, find B. This is multiplication problem. How it will be? What is A value? It is 2. What is B value? It is 3. That is 2 into 3 units is nothing but 100. Clear? Then what about 1 unit? So here let's say sometimes they will take normally 2x, 3x. Okay. Right. This is unit square. Why 2 units into 3 units? Nothing but unit square. Now how much will you get? So 1 unit square is equal to 100 divided by 6. So what about 1 unit? Is equal to root 100 by 6. Whatever we get. So root 110 divided by root 6. So like that we left out. If 1 unit you know, you can find 2 units and you can find 3 units. What about A value? A is 2 units. That implies 2 into 10 by root 6. Nothing but 20 by root 6. What about B? B is 3 units. You can find 3 into 10 by root 6. Nothing but 30 by root 6. Again the ratio will not change. Clear? You will get again 2:3. So any ratio, if he is given any ratio, means they are not the real numbers, they disguise the original numbers. Clear? So these all are properties of ratios. Then next we will see proportionality. Proportionality. So what is proportionality in real time examples? For example, in our homes, your brother or aunt say, you are exactly as your father. Your nose is exactly of your father. Your eyes are exactly of your mother. So they will say. So that is a proportionality. Means you have a somewhat exact replica of your forefathers or foreparents. Clear or not? So same like that. In numbers also we have the same exact things, replicas. So that's why we call it as a proportionality. For example, if A, B, C are in continue proportion, then what we can say? Very simple. A by B is equal to B by C. So from this what I can write? B square is equal to AC. B square is equal to AC. If not 3 numbers, if you are having 4 numbers are in proportion. For example, A, B, C, D are in continue proportion. Then what we can say? Very simple. A by B is equal to C by D. From this we can get 4 quantities. How here? First one, A is equal to just multiply BC by D. Then what is the second thing you will get? B is equal to AD by C. Then what we get? Third thing C value. C is equal to what I can write? AD by B. Then what is the fourth thing you can get from this? D is equal to BC by A. So like that, if any 4 numbers are in continuous proportion, I can say all these things. I will give you one real-time example. Please listen here. Real-time example. For example, listen. 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6. Isn't it or not? If you multiply this with 3, what will you get? 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. Isn't it or not? But 1 is not 3, but 2 is not 6. But the ratios are same. That is the system of proportionality. Means they are not the real numbers. They disguise the original numbers in terms of ratios like this. So that's why we are writing A by B is equal to C by D. So this is a definition of a proportionality. Then we will see properties of proportionality. Now we'll see properties of proportionality. So first one is what? Invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo, and combination of componendo, dividendo. Very simple definitions are there. Let's see what is invertendo. For example, if A, B, C, D are in continuous proportion, I can say A by B is equal to C by D. Then what is invertendo? Just inverse the ratio. How it will become? Good. B by A is equal to D by C. This is nothing but invertendo, means inversing the ratio. Then alternando means what? Again same definition. If A, B, C, D are in continuous proportion, means I can say A by B is equal to C by D. Then what is alternando? You are altering the ratio. How these two numbers are altered? So that is nothing but A by C is equal to B by D is nothing but alternando. Then what is componendo? Now I will write here componendo. Please listen, componendo. Very simple logic. Componendo means if any numbers A, B, C, D are in continuous proportion, means I can say A by B is equal to C by D. Very simple. Componendo means composition of things, means you are adding. Nothing but A by B plus 1 is equal to C by D plus 1. Then what will you get here? Very simple. A plus B by B is equal to C plus D by D is nothing but componendo. Then what is dividendo? What is dividendo? Very simple. Dividendo means you are dividing the things, you are differentiating the things. Means very simple. If A, B, C, D are in continuous proportion, I can say what? Yeah, A by B is equal to C by D. Dividendo means just to subtract minus 1. What will you get? A by B minus 1 is equal to C by D minus 1. Then what will you get finally? A minus B by B is equal to C minus D by D. So let's say this is equation number 1 and let's say this is equation number 2. Dividendo means same thing. A minus B by B is equal to C minus D by D. Then combination of componendo dividendo is nothing but very simple. Equation 1 divided by equation 2. What will happen? Equation 1 means B going to be cancelled if you divide. D going to be cancelled if you divide. Then what will you get? If directly I can get as A plus B by A minus B is equal to C plus D by C minus D. Finally, I can say if any four numbers A, B, C, D are in continuous proportion, means I can say A by B is equal to C by D as well as A plus B by A minus B is equal to C plus D by C minus D. So these are properties of proportionality. Clear? So how we will use these componendo, alternando, invertendo, we'll discuss in the questions. Okay? Now we'll see some basic definitions. So last class we discussed what? Yeah, duplicate, subduplicate, triplicate, subtriplicate. Okay? Mean proportion, third proportion, fourth proportion. Okay? Now let's see. First thing, one definition, one example. Mean proportion. Mean proportion. Mean proportion. What is the mean proportion? Very simple. Again, same thing. If any three numbers A, B, C are in continuous proportion, means I can say what here? A by B is equal to B by C. From this, what I can write? B square is equal to AC. That implies B is equal to root AC is nothing but mean proportion. For example, see here. For example, like, okay, 25 and 4 are two numbers. Find mean proportion. Mean proportion. You should not by heart B is equal to root AC. You follow the logic. Very simple. What? The first number is A. Mean proportion is he is asking the second letter B. Clear or not? He is asking the second letter B. So 25 by B is equal to B by 4. Then what will you get here? b square is equal to 25 into 4, it is nothing but 100. b is equal to root 100, you will get as plus or minus 10, but only positive numbers we will consider. That is nothing but what? 10. So this is about mean proportion. Then next we will see third proportion. Third proportion. What is third proportion? Very simple. If A, B, C are three numbers, if they are in continuous proportion, I can obviously say A by B is equal to B by C. Third proportion means he is asking the third variable. How we can get here? C is equal to B square by A. Clear? Then for example, let's see. Let's say that take the numbers, any numbers. 6 and 18 are two numbers. Their third proportion is what? Very simple. Third proportion means I require third variable. What is third variable? 6 by 18 is equal to 18 by C. Now what will get? Very simple, yeah. From this 6 ones, 6 threes. Numerator is always going to be cancelled. Denominator is always going to be cancelled. Just cross multiplication. C is equal to how much you can get? 18 threes are 54. So like this we can get very easy. This is about third proportion. Similarly, fourth proportion. What is fourth proportion? Same thing again. Fourth proportion means he is asking the fourth variable. If A, B, C, D are in continuous proportion, I can always say A by B is equal to what here? C by D. Here he is asking the variable D, fourth variable. From this what I can write? D is equal to BC by A. Clear? So this is about the fourth proportion. Then example, let's see. One example. Let 12, 16 and 24 are three numbers. Find the fourth proportion. Fourth proportion. What is fourth proportion? Very simple. You don't by heart D is equal to BC by A. Just follow the logic. 12 by 16 is equal to 24 by D. Whatever the proportion he is asking, that variable should be, you can replace. Now how much will get? Numerator is always going to be cancelled. 12 ones, 12 twos. Then what about D value? D is equal to 16 into 2, 32. So likewise you can find the mean proportion, third proportion, fourth proportion. Next we will see duplicate. Very important. If you are writing any postal exam, 10th class exams, they will ask question duplicate. What is duplicate? Very simple here. If any numbers A, B, C, D, if any numbers A, B, then their duplicates are nothing but A square is to B square. Their duplicate ratio is A square is to B square. Example, let's see. For example, let 3, 5 are two numbers. Their duplicate ratio is nothing but 3 square is to 5 square. How much are? 9 is to 25 is their duplicate ratio. Then what is subduplicate? If any numbers are AB, if any two numbers are AB, then subduplicate ratio is nothing but root A is to root B. For example, let's see. Very simple, same question. 9 and 25 are two numbers. Their subduplicate is root 9 is to root 25. Their subduplicate ratio will become how much here? 3 is to 5. Right? This is duplicate, this is subduplicate. Duplicate means just squaring, subduplicate means just square root. Clear? Oh. Now let's see what is triplicate, what is subtriplicate. What is triplicate? Same thing. If any two numbers are ABC, their triplicate ratio is AQ is to BQ. AQ is to BQ. Example, let's see, like the two numbers are 3, 5. Their subtriplicate ratio is 3Q is to 5Q. Nothing but, what is 3Q? 27. What is 5Q? 125. Then subtriplicate. If any two numbers ratio is A, B, then subtriplicate ratio is cube root A is to cube root B. Example, let's see. Same thing as reverse. 27 and 125 are two numbers. their subtriplicate ratio is cube root 27 is to cube root 125. Then what it will become? 3 is to 5. So like this, triplicate and subtriplicate. Then we will see how these properties are going to use in exam point of view applications. We will see some questions. Type 1. So here you can use additive property, multiplicative property, right? Division property, right? Subtraction property. These properties are how we are going to use. We will see. Very simple logic and do. Question is very bigger, but our solutions are 1 second solutions. Let's see here. The ratio of three numbers are 2 is to 6 is to 3, and their product is 4, 7, 9, 1, 6. Find the numbers he is asking. Very simple logic I will tell you. Let the three numbers are A is to B is to C. Let's say here given as 2 is to 6 is to 3, but I will take 2x is to 6x is to 3x. Means 6, or you can take as unit. Now, what is their product? 2x into 6x into 3x is equal to 4, 7, 9, 1, 6. Clear? 6 into 2, 12. 12 3s are 36x cube is equal to 4, 7, 9, 1, 6. Then which table you want? Just go by that table. But I will go with the 9 table. Or you can go by 12 table also. 12 ones, 12 threes. Next. 12 threes, 36. Then again remember 11. Again 12 nines, 108. Again remember 11. Again 12 nines. Again 3. 12 threes. Clear or not? Now what yeah, x cube is equal to 3 ones, 3 ones, 3 threes, 3 threes, 3 ones. 1 3 3 1. From this what you can get? X is equal to cube root of 1 3 3 1. What is x value you get as 11. So likewise you can find values. Now if x will get, what is the remaining values? See here I will write. What is x value? A value is 2x. Nothing but 2 into 11. It is 22. What is b value? B value is 6x. Nothing but 6 into 11. It is 66. What is c value? It is 3x. Then what will you get? 3 into 11. It is 33. So very simple. Just product, division, getting the values, original numbers. Clear? Okay. Then we will see next. Same. We'll see one more example. If A is to B is to C is 2 is to 4 is to 3, and their squares of sum is 181.25. But what is A, B, C? This is a question. Very simple. What is 2 square? Means 2x square. And then end above 4x square plus 4x square means what? 16 square. C value is 3. 3x square means 9x square is equal to 181.25. Now 16 plus 4 20, 20 plus 9 29. So that is 29x square is equal to 181.25. X square is equal to 181.25 by 29. I will tell you very advanced shortcut. Please listen now. Very simple shortcut I will tell you. If you are having square means definitely you get here also perfect square root. Perfect square root number will get. What is last number you are having? 9. What is last number you are having? 5. In 9 table, listen carefully. In 9 table, where we get last number as 5, 9 5 is a 45. So definitely last number as 5. Clear? Very good. Then next. See, first 2 numbers or first 3 numbers, or you can take this as 30. Here what you are having? 181. How many times it will go with the 3? Clear or not? So how many times it will go? You can get 22 times. Clear? Sorry. How many times it will go? For example, here you are having 180 and here is 30. How many times it will go? 60 times it will go. Means definitely here we get a 62. Clear or not? Why I am writing 62? 62 is the perfect square root of, clear or not? Now, so from this what we get? X is equal to root 625. What is x value here? It is 25. Clear? So like this we can do the calculation within a fraction of seconds. Clear? So if you know x value, then 2x, 2 into 25, 50, 4x, 4 into 25, 100, 3x, 3 into 25, 75. So like this we can do all the calculations. Then come to type 2. Now we will see ratio and proportion, basic level, type 2. A vessel contains 100 liters of mixture, milk and water. With the percentage, milk is 30%. The question is, how much water should be added to it so that the percentage of will become 20. Listen carefully. I will explain with the pictorial as well as very advanced shortcut. So like this is a vessel, initial vessel. It is having what is the value? 100 liters of mixture. What you are having? Milk and water. You are having milk and water. Here the question is, in which the percentage of milk will become 30. See here, initially milk is 30, total always 100. If milk is 30, what about water here? It will be 70. Then what happened? You are adding to this water. That's what. How much water should be added? Then the resultant mixture will become how much here? Value won't change here. You are adding water with respect to the mixture. Clear or not? Here milk portion will decrease. That's why see the percentage of milk will become 20. So milk is to water. If milk is 20, what about water? It will become 80. It is final mixture. Here value won't change. The percentage of portion milk and water is going to be changed. Now I will tell you very simple shortcut. Please listen. Very simple shortcut. Here we are using additive property or addition property. How we will use? Let's see. Initial. What you are having? Initial milk and water. Milk is 30. Water is 70. The ratio is 3:7. Clear? Then final. What you are final having? Milk is to water. Milk is 20. Water is 80. Which table here? 21s, 24. If you see here, what quantity you are adding? You are adding what quantity? Water you are adding. If you are adding water means water portion only will going to change, not milk portion. Clear or not? So now see here. If you are adding water means these two are only going to change. But what about milk? It must be constant. What about milk quantity here? 3. But milk here 1. So I will make equalization of ratios. So to multiply which number to get 3 here? Just simply 3. So nothing but what here? Initial milk is to water is 3:7. Again final milk is to water will become, if you want to multiply 3, 3 ones 3, 3 fours 12. If you see here, water initially 7 units is there. Again water final will become how many units? 12 units. The gap is nothing but you are adding the water. The gap is nothing but what is the amount of water you are adding. What is the gap you are having? 5 units you are having gap. But I know initially what is the value of mixture given in the question? It is 100 liters. What is the initial ratio you are having? 3:10. If 10 units is how much your initial value? 100 liters. Then what about 1 unit? It is 10 liters. Then what water you are adding? 5 units. What about 5 units? It is 5 into 10, 50 liters water. Clear? So like this addition property we are going to use. Clear? Once again I will repeat. Please listen carefully. initial mixture is 30:70. You are adding water. Then final mixture will become 20% milk mix, remaining 80% water. That's why I am writing initial is 3:7. Final is 1:4. If you are adding water means water must be vary. Milk must be constant. But if you see here, milk is 3, milk is 1. If you want to make it is 3, you should multiply with which number? 3. Then the ratio will become 3:7 and 3:12. Water quantity initially 7, finally it will become 12. So the gap is how much? 5 units. That 5 units I need to find. For that, in the question, he given that the vessel value is 100 liters. Nothing but how much initial ratio? 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 units is 100 liters. What about 1 unit? 10 liters. Then the gap is 5 units. 5 units is nothing but 50 liters. Clear? Right. Okay, we are discussing about the ratio and proportion, basic definitions with some examples. We will upload PDF also below description. Okay.